So before we get into this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, you like this video, you turn on all those notifications for every time I upload a video. And now let's get into what the title of my thumbnail is all about. And so before I read an article, because I'm gonna read an article for all of you, before we get to that, due to WWE's biggest show of all time, WrestleMania 42, is no longer going to be in New Orleans next year. And I found this article. And I found this article online to explain. why WWE is not bringing WrestleMania to New Orleans. I'm only gonna read this information to the people that don't know about the fate of WrestleMania for next year. This is for you, the new people that comes into my channel. This is for you, so you can be up to date on. So due to WrestleMania 42 no longer being in New Orleans, here's why. Despite an announcement earlier this year, WrestleMania 42 will not take place in New Orleans in 2026, according to a statement provided Thursday to WrestleNomics. The statement provided the Greater New Orleans Sports. This statement provided by the Greater New Orleans Sports Foundation indicates the event is being rescheduled to a later date. Unspecified year, New Orleans was announced as the 2026 host city in February. During a segment on SmackDown featuring The Rock, Dwayne Johnson, revealing the location. After this article was published, NOLA.com reported that Las Vegas will be the host site of WrestleMania in 2026. The Las Vegas Review-Journal reported discussions are underway for WrestleMania to take place in WWE President Nick Khan's hometown for his second consecutive year. The Las Vegas Convention and Venues Authority, which played a key role in bringing the 2025 event to the city, declined to comment in response to our inquiry about whenever Las Vegas will be the location of next year's WrestleMania. And I'm just going to read just a year. I'm just going to read a little bit more. This last one here. Rather than WrestleMania, WWE's Money in the Bank Premium Live event will be held in New Orleans in 2026. So we are getting Money in the Bank in New Orleans next year. The news follows the recently announced UFC 318 card set for July 19th, 2025. And this goes on to talking about this article just keeps going on to talk about the UFC 318. And on this last video, on Friday, the WWE Chief Content Officer Paul Levesque announced that the Money in the Bank 2026 will take place that year on August 29th. In recent years, the annual event has taken place in June or July. So, due to everything that this article said, that's the reason that we don't have a WrestleMania for the next year. But there are other places for a possible WrestleMania. And that's why this video comes in. We're going to talk about what venue should host a WrestleMania. I do have a place in mind. And this place, I don't think that this place that I have written down right over here, I'm not going to flip the camera, but I have a place in mind for a WrestleMania for next year. Because WWE is juggling everything with a lot of events going on for this year. So we have WWE's Worlds Collide with WWE and Utah and AA. This year is jam-packed with multiple premium events, with Worlds Collide featuring WWE and AAA wrestling. So Worlds Collide with AAA and WWE. It'll be just so we got Worlds Collide featuring WWE and AAA. Then we also have Money in the Bank that's going to take place in LA, in Los Angeles. And then in October 11th, will be Crown Jewel. So this year is going to be jam-packed with a lot of premium live events. And the reason for a lot of mixed emotions for all these matches being built up on each given card for each given PLE, this event that I have written down here will put to rest by the end of this year. But I'm not talking about I'm not talking about next year's WrestleMania being featured in a venue which I found online could possibly be the host of WrestleMania. But I don't think it's going to be next year. I think it's going to be in 2027. WrestleMania 43. The location that I have, I'm not thinking about it. It's not my idea. It's the WWE's idea on the WWE's behalf. I'm not speaking on their behalf. I'm not doing that. Because I know WWE doesn't allow fans to pitch ideas or anything. I'm not pitching ideas. I'm not doing that. But this venue that I have for the road to WrestleMania, in 2027, the venue that I picked out, the venue that could be a possible location for WrestleMania 43, Manchester, UK, Soccer Stadium. Because WWE is known for stadium premium live events. And I know Triple H loves stadium PLEs. I know the Triple H loves the idea. This is not an idea that I'm pitching. I'm not doing that. I'm not allowed to do that because I'm only a fan. I bought this t-shirt because I'm a fan, which you can buy on the WWE shop. So maybe a possible location for WrestleMania 43 could be Manchester, UK, Soccer Stadium. Because I don't think that WWE has ever done a soccer stadium ever. I don't think they have done it before. Maybe in the year 2027, we could see WWE going back to the UK for WrestleMania, to bring WrestleMania to London. No. Well, UK is a part of London. You know, kind of like that, you know. So, I don't know the difference between London or the UK. I think it's the same thing. Let me know in the comments down below if London and UK are the same thing. Let me know in the comments below if what is the difference between London and the UK. Because I don't know. I've never been to the UK, like ever in my life. But I'm just saying, maybe, possibility, WrestleMania 43, 2027, WrestleMania, coming to the Manchester's Soccer Stadium. It would be perfect if maybe, I don't know, have the WWE Hall of Fame in the O2 Arena. Maybe the Hall of Fame could be at the O2 Arena. And have like Raw, SmackDown, and NXT all in the O2 Arena, and have WrestleMania in Manchester, the UK, Manchester's Soccer Stadium. And it could be possible, you know, it could be possible. You never know with WWE. You never know. And that's something that I love. I love the unknown. I love the unknown of WWE. I love the idea of having WrestleMania 43 being in a soccer stadium. Wouldn't that be awesome? Because I know that the difference between the audiences is the fans. I'm a fan, you are a fan. To people that are not fans, well, you know, I don't really care about people who are non-wrestling fans. I don't care about that. The difference between America, North America, and the UK, they're different. They're different between the audience point of view. You know, like on the side of America, they love WWE. They love it when WWE comes to their town on a yearly basis. Because that's what WWE does. They will go to your location. They will come to your location every year. And not every year, but like sometimes yearly. They will come to your location yearly. It's a yearly thing for premium events. Because with the constant match card, with the constant match cards being built up properly, like we still have couple months to go for more compact PLEs for this year. And when it comes to the end of the year, we need to have like a WrestleMania. Because WrestleMania because of 3 major events for the end of the year. The 3 major events. And I forgot to mention, the Royal Rumble will be taking place in Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia. So we got for this year, we have Money in the Bank in LA. This year we had Backlash in St. Louis. Money in the Bank in LA. Crown Jewel in Port Australia. NXT Great American Bash. That's still coming into play because NXT is so different to WWE. It's so different over on NXT. So maybe I will know if NXT could collide with SmackDown and Raw for, I will know, WrestleMania 43 in Manchester in a soccer stadium, and have the biggest event of all time, having Raw, SmackDown, and NXT all in one big city, Manchester, at WrestleMania 43 in that soccer stadium in Manchester. So we have all of this going on with too many POEs being all wrapped into one year. This year, we had Backlash in St. Louis, Money in the Bank in LA, Crown Jewel. Oh, I'm missing. I just missed something. I just missed another POE. We had Backlash in St. Louis, Money in the Bank in LA, SummerSlam for 2 nights in August, Crown Jewel in Port Australia. So everything is all being tied down for too many POEs from this year. But when it comes to next year, WWE really needs to plan out venues for POEs. Like, for example, WrestleMania 43, 2027 could be at Manchester, UK's soccer stadium. So that's just my potential, not my potential location, but for anyone's location for our WrestleMania. I was probably suggesting, maybe Wembley Stadium could host a WrestleMania. Maybe if they don't want to, because the Wembley Stadium is in talks with NFL having their international games in Wembley Stadium. So NFL, the National Football League, isn't going to be in talks with the people at Wembley Stadium for their event being taking place in that venue. So I don't know about Wembley Stadium for this year. Maybe sometime around 2027, the year in 2027, maybe it could be possible to bring another event, like, I don't know, bring back the pay-per-view Judgment Day to Wembley Stadium. Could be a possible occasion for an old PLE going to the UK. Would that be possible? Just like this video. And just like this video, it could be possible that the WWE could be going back to the UK. It could be possible WrestleMania coming to the UK sometime down the road. I am not spectating anything. I'm not a spectator. I'm not. I'm just saying that it could be possible for WrestleMania to be at the Manchester, UK's soccer stadium. For the first time in history, WrestleMania being, for the first time in history, the Manchester's, UK's soccer stadium hosting a WrestleMania. Could it be possible? Maybe, if WWE could, build towards that. Like, there's a lot of pay-per-views getting slammed down our throats. I think the only reason why the WWE is doing that is because AEW is having an event in Texas. So WWE has to get all these events all planned out, the storylines being perfection and all that. The WWE is really trying so hard to put all of these events in front of us, not to shove it in our faces, but WWE just wants to involve their employees not being slammed down our throats, but more like but it's, I think, the WWE's mindset, the people who work for the World Wrestling Entertainment, people who work there, really want to have all these jam-packed PM events to get AEW on the back burner. That's the reason why the WWE is really pushing hard for all these jam-packed POEs to put AEW on the back burner. And I totally understand why they're doing it. I totally understand. But with us fans, we need to click with different storylines. Like, for example, the match, this possible tag team match with Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso faces John Cena and Logan Paul for Money in the Bank. To some people, they don't want this match because this match was thrown together at Saturday Night's main event earlier this week. And we have another Saturday Night's main event coming around this year. So WWE is really pushing hard for all these POEs, so it could be possible to have a WrestleMania 43 in 2027 be in Manchester, UK's soccer stadium. Do you agree or disagree with anything that I just said? Let me know your thoughts on this rumored WrestleMania 42 not being eligible for New Orleans, but jumping ahead to all these other events. To some people, the WWE are slamming all of these PLEs down your throats. It's not slamming. What it is with me, the WWE is not slamming all of these events in my mouth. They're not doing that because I'm a diehard wrestling fan. I've been a diehard wrestling fan since I was 4 years old. I'm now 13. But if you turn the 1 in front of the 3, if you turn the 1, if you put the 1 to the 1 and the 3 together, that's my actual age. So that's just what I feel. about everything that's going on with WrestleMania 42 no longer being in New Orleans, but it could be possible to have a WrestleMania at a soccer stadium in Manchester. Will it be all? So, like I said before, the difference between the American crowd to the UK's crowd, I would say the crowd in America is in the middle of good and great. It's in the middle of good and great in America for American fans of WWE. So the American fans of WWE are, for me, not for me, no. The difference between the American crowd to the UK's crowd of fans, the fans of America who love WWE, some do, some don't, who gives a damn, right? Who gives a damn about some people not being fans of WWE? They only, criticize. Some people will criticize WWE for not being, a good thing to be a fan of, So yeah, it could be possible to have could WrestleMania come to Manchester Soccer Stadium? Let me know down in the comments below if you feel this way. I know some people are really upset that WrestleMania will no longer be in New Orleans, but there's other venues to experiment with. That's why I have Manchester, the UK's soccer stadium, in mind. I have that in mind. WWE, if you're watching this video, WWE, if you are watching this video, bring WrestleMania to Manchester. Manchester, yeah, and maybe let's do a hashtag thing. Hashtag WrestleMania for Manchester in the comments down below. And that's what I feel about all of this. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, you like this video, turn on all the notifications for every time when I upload a video. Could it be possible for WrestleMania coming back to the UK? Maybe at the soccer stadium.